different angles. It's truly like a nice hotel, to be honest. If I'm completely honest, one of the best that I had in recent times that I got back to being a real comic, because you always try to get as cheap as possible, under 50 a night if possible, and most of them are just fucking hell pieces of shit. It really are. But again, you can't complain as much when you pay 37 or 40 or whatever. It's just like, hey, it could be good, it could be bad, hey, it could be whatever. So this one is a little bit of fancy for what I paid, so that's nice. So let's talk about the band. That's why you clicked in this video, that's why you're here. Let's talk about the band. Witch Club Satan. It's a band that goes around the genre of black metal. Interesting concept that they are doing. I truly enjoy it. I become obsessed. That's why the title. And I went to this event with them being the openers and not knowing even the headliner, just with the hope of seeing this band as an opener, which for me is a wild gamble. It truly is, because normally I go to an event with knowing the headliner and hoping that the openers surprise me and I become a fan. In this case, I went to the event knowing of the openers, but not knowing about headliners. So yeah, it was a wild guess, wild gamble, but ended up paying okay. So I go to the event. One of the first things that happens on my way there, I'm on the bus, taking the bus. It's London, and you have an update, you have recommendations, music, tips, whatever it is, and just trying to fit all in once. Like what I do in comedy, it's just like all in one, and you have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So yeah, the same here, just everything everywhere, and going all over the map, literally and metaphorically, because at the moment I'm in Wales. But circling back to London, to at that point in time. So I'm in London. I know the way that the bus works, all the stuff, trying to figure out, not the best at it, but I know better that system of bus and trains and stuff than in most places that I've traveled. So I know how it works, kinda. I have my Oyster card. I take my Oyster card with me every time I go to London. And it was just the question of, okay, great, let's take the bus. The bus stops near the venue. And I'll take a bus. So I'm taking the bus, and on my way down the stairs, because it was a double-decker bus. So I always, if I have the opportunity in a double-decker bus, I always go on the top of the bus. So I'm going down the stairs of the bus, and I come down, and suddenly I'm getting approached by a lady. This lady, I think it confused me with someone, and she starts speaking with me. I'm like, okay, weird. She might recognize me from a gig before. That was my thought. No, apparently she thought I was someone else, and she mistook me by someone else. We ended up chatting, ended up saying that I was a comedian. I gave my business card, and great interaction overall. If I can make another client, hey, great. So yeah, another client, another customer, whatever. People that consume my content. So that's great. I go to the venue, huge line to enter. Get in the queue, right? And as the line starts to go towards the entrance, I'm chatting with this person, that person, whatever, just trying to pass time the best I can. I always try to do that, especially when I'm going alone to gigs. Just trying to chat with everyone. Occasionally, if I find that the person might be interested into comedy or something like that, I will try to drag the subject to that, and then I give my business cards. I always take some with me just for precaution. That's how it ended up, me giving that business cards to that lady on the bus, because even for gigs like music gigs, I always take at least 5 with me just in case I have a random conversation, I enjoy the conversation, and I'm like, hey man, just contact me, person, man, dude, woman, whatever, just contact me. You have a way to contact me, just feel free. It gets to those points sometimes that is just like, this feels way too forced if I suddenly introduce comedy into this subject and then I give my business cards. So just let it be a normal conversation and pretend for a while that you're normal, which is difficult for me, but hey, I'm here for that, right? So I'm entering the event, great. Going to the toilet first, because that's always the ritual, is like going to the toilet first and then head yourself to the closest of like the main line of stage as possible. Try to be in the first rows if you can. So that's always the goal. Because for those videos that you see here, even with I always try to be in the front row. You get the better image, you enjoy, and it's just like all in one, that this is just practical. I still managed to not get exactly the standing first row, but let's say that at the best of the best, like if you consider by rows, I was in the second, so still great spot. The first band that comes along is the band that I was excited for. Because like the expectation that I had was, I want to see how good they are from the recordings, the studio versions that I've been listening continuously, because truly I'm obsessed by the genre and the stuff that they create, and how much that would translate to the live version. Because it's the best way to explain is the live version and the studio version. The studio version is a perfected way of what you do. It's just like edited, cropped it, like everything has a timing, everything is conditioned to like details to certain points. The live version on itself, you will commit mistakes, you will have these problems, whatever it is, and you need to know how to adapt yourself to the situation. And straightforward, you start seeing the people that were there for the main band, and I don't think there was many people there just to see the band that I was going to see. All of them were there for the headliners. Maybe I think was me and another 2 girls, because I could see by their makeup. I don't think a lot of people even know about their existence on that venue, on the people that bought tickets for that event before the event. So they start playing, the lights dimmed out, which for me was an interesting way to analyze everything, just like dimmed out the light, start with screams, start with stuff. I think some of it, like some interludes and some stuff, I will put here. The ones with like their music Not really. I will put the video, I'll not put the video with the music on it, I will just put the video, and then I will have a non-copyrighted song as a backtrack, just to not to avoid copyright issues, but you can have an idea how the whole stage, the whole act, the whole band performed, and understand a little bit all of this that I'm saying. You start to be curious, even for me, that I knew what they are capable of in terms of the studio versions. You're like, okay, this is different from the usual bands that I see. Okay, I'm curious on what is coming. They start playing, and you could see people's faces trying to understand what was happening, because the way that they open, and again, this is my analysis. It might not be the correct one, but it's my analysis as an artist as well. I don't think they adapt. They have an adaptation, which is good and might not be good, but I think if they had a better way to open their show instead of the way that they open, they probably would get more people on board on what they do. Just saying. Again, this is the perspective of a comedian, that if you go to places that they don't know you, you try to bring the vanilla set that you know that works everywhere, instead of a more compact set that might just work towards your niche, your audience. And my understanding, and again, I loved it. I was loving, but I was analyzing the reactions of people in my surroundings that never heard of that band, and everyone was so confused. It's good to filter out which ones really enjoy what you do and which ones doesn't. But I think if you have the opportunity to showcase for, like, to open for big bands, take that as an opportunity to get yourself known and try to, maybe, I don't know, just a thought, maybe open with like a more vanilla set that can get people on board to then research the rest, or just ease it out for what you do next. I don't know, it's just because it might be the experience. They might not have as much experience, and they got their fan base, sure, they have a big fan base, but in terms of live performance, maybe they don't have a huge experience. But it's just theory, it's just hypothesis of, like, and you're going there, you know that most of the fans of the headliner might never heard of you, you might not be their cup of tea, sure, but I don't think you get them either to just that illusion that you might be their cup of tea if you open in the most bizarre way possible. I don't know, it's just... So they open in this way, very bizarre. I was loving it, but again, looking at my surroundings, thinking, maybe you could have thought this better. And play their music, great. And one of the things that distinguish them, which I don't think my phone captured in a way in a huge quality, because everything on, like, the live concerts, the live music events is recorded with my phone. How do I describe it? I think, like, when you see it, you understand, like, they are dressed in a way, fair enough. And then they completely go naked, or with the illusion that they are naked. I don't think they are fully naked, but with the illusion that they are fully naked in the second part of it that they do. Again, because I felt that, like, the way that I watched them play the stuff, it's just like, you're playing like a headliner, fair enough, great for you, but in this case you're an opener, and I'm not saying that you should behave as an opener, but I think you're giving too much sensory stimulation, let's put it that way, in such a short term that you have, that the crowds don't get exactly where to stand about what you do. I think like if you stick to one lane and you just play that lane during that performance, that opening performance, that maybe would help better reaching to different crowds that otherwise would never search for that genre, especially if you compare to what they were there to see. I don't know, it's just thoughts. I enjoy it. I had a good time. I'm in Wales. To come to Wales from where I'm living at the moment, it's around 5 hours on train. So it's almost a day. It's just on trains, public transportation. So yeah, then gigging, then coming to the hotel, trying to do this, to advance content, because I need to start having more catalog available to just post on YouTube. Because I still have some stuff edited by this at this point I'm recording this, but if you've been following this channel for a long, you know that I like to have a bunch of them already edited, and then like I can rest at least 1 month or something for a bit instead of having to still edit stuff every day off. Even when you might have just one day off at home and you need to do the laundry, you need to do this, you need to do that, and you're trying to juggling all of that and still editing stuff to keep videos for upcoming weeks, or at least 2 weeks in advance. Yeah, so it's nice to record this, to take this time. And I might do that in other hotel rooms as well, because it's protocol, camera gear update, and then getting back to actually recording on the spots and the places, and not just depend on photos and this type of content, and maybe leave this type of content for the live music events. When I'm recording this, I have 7 or 8 music events that I will go to watch. So from those, normally you have 2 or 3 bands opening as well. So I might have at least 15-20 videos just about bands, maybe. So yeah, so that would be enough to fill the time and to fill this type of content and still keep you updated on this type of content. And that will leave the other vlogs, the other type of vlogs, for more stuff that I'm interested, like going to places and search history, talk about history, going for a hike or something like that. Something more amusing than just me sat down talking to a camera. I will end it here. Enjoy the videos. The videos will not contain the original music, just to avoid copyrights. So it's just to give an idea of what the band is, what they do on stage, how they feel the stage, whole technical aspect behind the music. And the music, because it's not there, if you are curious and if you enjoy black metal, just copy and paste the name of the band, go search them up, listen to them, amuse yourself. So yeah.